start from the beginning. Ugh. So alright. Here we are getting started again with finishing up the bike shop here in House Number 2 with me, Third Floor Hermit. Welcome back or welcome aboard if you're new. You can just jump into this series at any time, doesn't really matter. I'm just here to babble and to fix things up. What do we got in here? Tiny little bathroom. Let's see. Toilet. Where do we have room for the toilet? Boom. And then bring it up a little bit. There we go. Simple done. Yeah, I'm really hoping today we can finish up the bike shop, even though these shelves are giving me nightmares, and we can get started on one of the next buildings. Kind of feeling the blue one. I don't want to save the blue one for another day. Things to consider. Right. Finish putting stuff in this bathroom while I can think about what it is. I gotta talk about and get off my chest this week. Couple of shelves. There we go. If you have been following along my videos, you might know that this past weekend I went to go and see Iron Lung. God person, and I said this in my date everything video. I absolutely loved it. I was excited the entire time. It felt like one big long Doctor Who episode. It was really good. I know it's not been everybody's cup of tea. Like, one of my sisters I went to see it with, said she was bored the entire time. But it's very much my kind of film, so I'm like, even without the Markiplier rose-tinted glasses from being a huge fan of his, I think I still like enjoy it in spite of that. I like very much quickly wasn't thinking about this as Markiplier and was feeling for this character on the screen. And yeah, the whole like trapped in one room, survival, all this kind of stuff, that's like really up my alleyway. But I will be like getting it on DVD as soon as I can so I can watch it with subtitles. Your girl is a little bit deaf, so some of the things I was like straining to hear. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm so excited to get the DVD as soon as it's out. I've been following along, you know, Markiplier's videos where he's been talking about it all weekend. And during the week, I was trying not to do much work in the morning because I couldn't concentrate. There's been like non-stop building happening in my real house. Lots of power tools. So it's like I can't sit at my desk and focus. So I work in the evenings now. But just listening to Mark say stuff like how he was excited to get back into like YouTubing, he's all these videos planned and everything, was just making me feel really excited to get to work myself. So the other day I got out of bed after watching that video and started working more on my YouTube end card, which I've been talking about non-stop. How I want to do it. An end card soon. And like I have the designs down. I've got all the line work done, so now I'm just coloring them. I'm gonna animate it a little bit, and I'm really excited to get it done. Because I was just like, before the other day, I just been doodling and redoodling, trying to figure out what do I want to put on here. And now like I've got it solidified. I'm like, yes. Now it's like feeling a little less like, you know, a job where you don't know where to start. Which is how I always feel whenever I try to take on a little animation project. Oh, I know what we can do. Boop, boop. Bye. So I need 3. Oh, you can turn this on? Ooh. Alright, what else we got snack-wise? I can hear my past work managers yelling in my head to face up the products. Oh. There we go. It's a little bit better. Oh, I gotta shake out my arms. Yeah, I was originally gonna film this last night, but I was just very tired after drawing all afternoon. God dang it. I'm gonna have to reorganize the shelves even more. Boom. Put this down here. I'm gonna spread these out more. Yeah, I got like too late last night, and I was like, I don't think I can bring the right energy into my videos, so I've left it off until today. It's Thursday for me right now. I'm going to record this, I'm gonna edit it, I'm gonna put it up for Friday, and feel like I've been really productive. Oh, me. And then, oh gosh. I'm riddled with anxiety right now because if you've been following along, you know that I've been recently accepted into a therapy program, and it officially starts tomorrow. So I'm like, because I have no idea what to expect. You know, I've never done this before. So I'm like partially excited, partially terrified. Anything else snack-wise this thing has? Nope. Okay. Don't wanna... Whoop. I don't wanna turn off. I wanna shut this. How do I shut this door? There it is. Yeah, I was told by the doctors I was seeing that I don't need to, like, do homework, take a notebook, or anything like that, but I'm still gonna take one along and see if I need to write anything down. I don't know. I just have no idea. Is there anything that needs to go in here? Oh, I need to buy one more thing. Another shelf. We got another shelf in here. Oh, I can barely fit it as it is. Right, let's see. What if I put you all the way down? Put you all the way along. Bring you. Put you there. And then if I take this and I put it all the way along. Put it all the way along. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Flashlight off. It's distracting. Yeah, we got these chairs here and these bicycles. Where on earth am I gonna put all this? Huh? Yeah. I wonder. I'm thinking about moving the desk. Gotta be really finagly with us, figuring out where things should go. God, my mind is doing that thing again where it's like, I know I had 10 million things I wanted to talk about for my Friday yap, but my brain is just totally empty right now. Ooh, what can we put on... Fancy boats. Aw, come on. I mean, it's so nice on this shelf, though. It's the stupid little tall bits. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to put on these shelves? Like, I could maybe put some of the picnic stuff on there, but they're very thin shelves. Maybe I'll take the cups. I don't know, I think I like the cups for there. Maybe some of the toys. Decisions. See how big these inflatables are. My goodness. Wow. Oh, this can just go... Oh, thank God, they can just go up on the walls. Okay, let's see what we have. Man, that's a big one. Oh my goodness. There's so much happening here. This is a lot more than just bike rental. Oh, thank God. Or fourth one. Or fifth one even. So we have one above all of them. Oh my goodness. I haven't had lunch today, so my tummy's rumbling, but I slept in. I'm so worried, like, tomorrow for my morning doctor's appointment, I'm going to sleep in. So I'm either going to stay up all night because my body's too worried about sleeping in, or I'm going to hopefully get to bed early and pass out. I don't know. So many things that need a lot of space. Why does it have to be 4 of these freaking boats? Let's see. It's another thing that's gonna fit on the freaking walls. God, this is crazy. What is it there? Bring these around this side. Oh, man, the music there is making me feel anxiety-full. Whew. Speaking of anxiety stuff, not real anxiety, but fake anxiety, when I was listening to the soundtrack for Iron Lung on Spotify, it definitely had that feel of like something that could make you, you know, feel tense and anxious listening to it. The music was very good at that. But I was feeling kind of like, you know, how they say that people with anxiety, they do well in plane crashes because, you know, they've already thought of the worst things in their mind already. I felt very much like that listening to stuff happening. Big fancy bag. Oh, too big for that. Let me bring these here. Come on, you can fit. There you go. Yeah, no, the tense music, you know, very, you know, end of the world, Edwidge horror stuff. It just made me feel kind of like relaxed in a way. That's how I was feeling. Let me see. What else is there for me to gab about? Gabbed about Iron Lung and how I absolutely loved it, and if you like some Eldritch horrors or Doctor Who or survival shows and things like that, maybe check it out. It could be your thing. Talked about how I'm working on my end cards. Can I move this shelf up one? It fit. Sacre bleu. Okay, wait, what if I first put one of these here, and then this on here, and then if I take it, they fit. Incroyable. I want to pick up either of you. I want to pick up the shelf you're sitting on. Put it there. I'm just swapping stuff around so I feel happy. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Tell me you don't want to fit on here? There. That works totally fine. There. Fits perfectly. God, this place is absolutely packed. Right, you last boat, where are you gonna go? There, desk decor. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, today, since I was like trying to draw quietly and keep my dog entertained, she likes to hear people talking, so I put on Critical Role Campaign 3, Episode 1. And it was fun, kind of rewatching that a little bit. Now, how many of these did I need again? Just 2? Okay. Hang on, I was gonna take this down, put it here. And then I was thinking about this mirror. I think it's fine over here. I'm just gonna shove these features as far back as I can. Okay. Oh, come on. That would be so cool to hang them on there. That just looks so random. Oh, we could put them over here. Hang on. Yes. I'm into it. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Sorry, I feel like I'm bringing weird energy today. I feel so strange today. Can these... Ooh, yeah, that's a fine idea. Let me just hang these on the walls like so. Feels good to me. I feel like these need to go with that stuff. So let me put this Super Soaker Up a level. And the frisbees. Do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do. That there. That there. Nice, very nice, very nice. Ooh, I remembered another thing that I can have a little gab about. I got on sale at TK Maximus some canvases. Oh, these won't hang up, will they? Rough. And then if I... Yeah, I got some round canvases really cheap at TK Maxx in the reduced section. So I'm trying to think of ideas of what I can maybe paint on those, maybe hang them in my room. Like a set of like 3 round canvases. What can I put on them? Do I want to make them look like little portals? I think I definitely want them to kind of look like maybe outside foresty vibes. Maybe looking in on, you know, little waterfalls or something like that. That's definitely the vibe. Oh yeah, I was trying to convince my sister to join me and maybe going to get a table at Glasgow Film and Movie Con, but I don't think she's keen on going for the full 2 days, so we might try and find one of the smaller ones like the anime con that's held in the music hall. If you know, you know. If you're also a Scotsman and a big nerd, maybe you know about these conventions. See, I would really like to put the actual toys with the actual toys. You know, if I move this and then take this, put this here, I wouldn't mind filling this shelf with some toys. They don't fit. Oh, that feels good to have all that stuff done. We still got 30 minutes left on my recording to go before I stop. I could have put things on this shelf. I don't know. That's for the owner to figure out what's going on there. This feels like very... Hang on. Lock myself in. Feels very... Hello, can I leave? There we go. Very crowded in there, but like in a nice way, you know. I'm like, oh yeah, this shop's got all your beachy needs, and I was trying to say this in the last episode, like it's very smart to have, you know, something specific like bike rental shop to also have other things going on. So it's cool to have the picnic stuff and all the kids' toys, a couple like accessories. I'm a sucker for if I see like a nice bag that's not too pricey at a beach storefront. Gotta say, I think I'm into this. So it's just the outside of it that needs to be clean, but I think I might leave that when I'm doing all the outsides at once. Right, 1, 2, 3. Which one am I gonna do? Do I have some? There we go. I always have D&D dice by my desk. Let me look what I got here. See if I have a D6. There we go, D6. Alright, so if it's 1 or a 2, we go with the green. 3 or a 4, we go with the blue. 5 or a 6, we go with the terracotta on the end. Shake, 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 shake. It's a 5, we're going to the end. Alright, the dice have decided. I'm just so very glad this week, hang on while I fiddle with this bag, that I've managed to get a little bit of work here and there done, because like I said, it's been a nightmare with workmen in the house, the dogs won't settle, there's power tools all the time. My younger sister is at home for a bit after the end of her last job and the beginning of her new one. So it's very busy in the household. It's very hard for me to concentrate. Trash. I like to see what these they can sell. Are you not selling any of these, or are they all trash? No, they're not. They do need to be reorientated. There we go. Place that there. There. Place that there. When we go in this building, we're gonna find out what it's gonna be, and my money's on this one probably being the pizzeria. That rooftop garden makes me think so. Well, I say rooftop garden, we don't know if it's gonna be a rooftop anything yet. That's totally fine. Right. Let's open this. Ooh. Oh, this was an old photography studio. Oh, that's very nice. Very cute. Oof. Ooh. Alright, alright. What is this? Just a railing? You know what I feel like I haven't seen in a bit? One of those collectible dolls that you can find around here. Okay. Time to start selling. And likely locking ourselves in here. Nice hat, you could keep that. No, that's not being sold. That's not being sold. Sell. Sell. Ooh, get some money for these vintage cameras. I cannot imagine having a company like this and then just leaving tools like that behind. Once again, very glad when you don't have to pick up each individual piece of trash. Sell. That's something I was excited about, seeing that mop there. Went to B&Q on the weekend. They had sweeping brushes for £4. And it was like a nice, decent sweeping brush. My old sweeping brush had been looking pretty rough for a while, and I've been looking out for a good deal. See what I could see. Oh, look at these chairs. Cute. And like that was just too good a deal to pass up, so I got that to replace my sweeping brush. And then they also had some mops which weren't as cheap, but I was like, oh, I saved money on the sweeping brush. Why not treat myself to a little mop? Getting rid of some nice umbrella holders. We're not gonna sit, we're gonna sell. Sell. But yeah, I'm very excited about my new sweeping brush and my new mop. I was testing out a sweeping brush yesterday and ooh, works so good. There's a lot of debris that gets in on my floor from the dogs, from walking the dogs, coming in with your boots, taking them off. So need to be swept pretty regularly. And it was performing much better than the last sweeping brush. So yeah, I am pleased with that purchase. I think what else I got. Ooh, there was also for another £4. Excuse me. Totally inexpensive green fluffy cushion that matches my bedding really, really well, and I like my anxiety cushions, you know, my soft things to touch and things like that. I love them a lot. I couldn't pass up on that either. And my siblings and my dad, they all got like houseplants. There were a lot of deals on. Oh yeah, I haven't looked yet to see if I was right, if this is going to be the pizzeria or not. Let's take a look. If I go to tab. Ooh. Ovens. Pizza. Yes, I was totally right. I'm a genius. Ooh, I watched for the first time the... what is it, the third Trolls movie? And it was alright. I feel like some of the storylines were a little bit rushed. You know, I don't know why Poppy's long-lost sister was there, really. But I enjoyed a lot of the humor in it and stuff like that. For like quite a while, the first Trolls film was kind of like one of those in my selection of movies to watch when I'm sick and can't do anything. I quite enjoyed that one, yeah. But I don't know if like I like the characters from the second Trolls movie. I don't know if I'm like excited about the overall movie. There we go. Alright, what can we sell up here? Yep, I thought so. Get rid of some of this lighting. No, not that light. Not that fan. What about this studio light? There we go. Still gotta sell stuff. Oh, be the door. And this door. Whoa. Okay. Let's see. Still got cleaning to do. Let's check this room over. Uh-huh. There we go. Yeah, I've just been... like, now that, like, January is past, I'm just so ready to do, like, a lot of... I want to play a lot of games, and I want to record them, and I want to do a lot of art and things. I just feel like I've been cock-blocked this whole week. I've just been able to get, like, the bare minimum done, like I say. It's just been a nightmare. Power tools and stuff. Wow. So, but, the workman's schedule will pause for a couple of weeks, so I'll have a couple of weeks to catch up and do things. I guess I'm just, like, nervous to get stuff started because I'm worried that when I start therapy, I'll be too emotionally messed up to want to do anything. Like, the first few sessions where I was just, it was still like that I'm trying to decide if that therapy was right for me. Like, just going through that was, like, already so draining. So I'm a little bit worried that when I start this therapy, it'll make me lose my drive again. I'll be less productive. But at the same time, I don't know if it can stop the excitement I'm feeling and wanting to do a lot of things. So we're just gonna try our best, see how it goes. But yeah, I guess that's just, you know, one of the reasons why I've been feeling frustrated that I couldn't get focused and get stuff done this week. Surface finishes. Let's see. Ooh. Bye. Put them here. Yeah. Oh, and now let's take a look at this other one and see where we want it to go. Go with me on this. Do like a band around like that, and then white for the rest. Maybe. Yes. Definitely putting that. Something else I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm planning to do a little baking after my therapy sesh. If I'm feeling up to it, you know, I got some chocolate, got some flour, got some sugar. Gonna make some little tennis cupcakes, which is like just Madeira cake with chocolate on top of it. And I can remember my grandma making them when I was little. And I've been craving them. I don't know if I've talked about them already on here. Because, like, once it's out of my mouth, it's gone out of my mind forever. But I've been so excited to make those. I like it. I like it. Okay. Ooh, wait, hang on. Want to get put on the floor here. There we go. Really small. Yeah, it'll be convenient if I can get most of these done, like just an episode each. But looking at my time, I mean, I've only got 20 minutes. I'm cutting it close. Let's see if we can get some. Oh, that's cute. Some stuff started right. We got the baby changing station. Can it fit if I put it this way? I like it. All right. Doesn't give you much room to like turn around if you come in with the like your pram or buggy, whatever. I'm trying to navigate. Let's just get the stuff in and see what we have space for. Ooh, what if it's one of these, you know? The sink above the toilet. Nah, it sticks out far too much. I do think this sink's a little weird. Hang on. You go there a second. Ooh, yeah. Wait, don't need to buy that. We already bought it. Don't want it to be too much of a trip hazard, so let's make sure it's just in there. Mirror. Up a little bit. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, you can see what you're doing. Ah, it's a toilet roll holder. Gotcha. Aw, nice. One room down. Let's turn this lamp on. There we go. This feels like you've got space to come in, put your buggy maybe there. Boom. Alright, alright, alright. Close it. Let's see. Are we getting different surface finishes for here? Okay, we got bricks and we got concrete. Ooh, okay, I see. I see. Yeah. Yeah. It's very satisfying to do something this nice and easy after I've been struggling all afternoon trying to draw hands. Spoilers for my end card. Trying to draw hands. Mess around with the keyboard. And I gotta just sit and do a bunch of hand studies. Honestly, I keep on being like, oh, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out how, you know, same as drawing any other thing. But yeah, because I've got a new end card coming out, I am also thinking about changing my icon and, you know, the little me that I put on my video thumbnails. I'm like, I need the art to kind of match across the board. So we'll see how that all turns out. I really hope that, you know, if I was feeling up to recording and editing this video yesterday, that today I would just complete my end cards and do the animation and everything. But I think that would have been ambitious even if I had recorded this last night and got the editing done. Yep. Yeah. I think I'll probably work more on the end card this weekend. That'll be my weekend plans. And then tomorrow, gonna keep it pretty chill. I'm gonna see if I'm up to doing baking. And then I think, because I've had this on my to-do list for a long time, I'm gonna try and use my video capture USB thingamajiggy and see if I can record stuff like, you know, on my PlayStation, on my Switch, see if that works right, because I need to do a tester of that. Oh, no. So, yeah, that and baking, that seems like a good plan for tomorrow. And that'll be a nice Friday. And it's gonna, by the time you're watching this, it's Friday now. I hope that, you know, you've got some nice weekend plans. You can have a nice chill time. This whole wall's coming down, huh? Oh my god, we're gonna have to get the surface out for the bits that I missed. Unbelievable. And bang. And bang. And yeah. What's this gonna be, like a little order window or something? Let's get precision hit. Smack. 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 Schmackity. Schmackity. Yay! Alright. Buy more of the scan place. Grab it. Start here. Yeah. There we go. Okay, what else we got? What we got is 10 minutes left of this video. Let me see what needs to go in here. Okay, so this room and the other room all count as one, huh? Okay. So, what's gonna go in here? What's gonna go out here? God, it's really bothering me that this flooring changes halfway through. So, this kind of implies that this will be kitchen, this will be some storage, and this will be dining. Door. There's two of these? Hang on, have I got this right way around? Yeah, this way. Okay. I see. Okay, hang on. Flip it. There we go. There we go. Okay, very nice, very nice. Makes sense, makes sense. This is window ledge facing in for this one. Oh, something else I've been doing in my week. I've been playing Repo with some of the guys that I play D&D with. We've managed to get as far as level 5. And by then, honestly, you're kind of like, okay, we've been here for ages. Time to call it quits, you know, get back to real daily life. Stuff like that. Let's see. Where are my tables? How many of these? 1, 2, 3. We'll figure out tables in a moment. So, now, is this going to be like, you know, the concierge desk or whatever you call it? Ooh, that's so tight. Let's put these here. We're not gonna put a table over here by the bathroom entrance, so we can. Okay, there we go. It's not. There we go. Oh, but then you can't open that. Okay. We're gonna put it here and leave it at that. Oh, this makes me feel like maybe this needs to go in the kitchen, but that can wait. That can wait. Where the heck is this thing gonna go? Sorry, I've gone all quiet. I'm just thinking about the layout of this place. I do like the idea of this being, you know, the front desk quite a bit. I do like it. Oh no. Oh gosh, there's a lot of these, huh? Some things may be finagled around. We shall see. I kind of want to put this over here, you know, so... Like, oh, it doesn't fit super well. Decisions. It's hard to make decisions. This doesn't give you, like, the most room to do coffee brew in. Oh god, it's so... ugly from that side. Sink has to be closest to the pizza oven in case it catches fire and you're like, whoa, throw it in the sink. Oh gosh. So much tight fits happening here. Like, I do not believe these fit in here. Oh, I can fit a little bit. Hang on, let me see what else I gotta get in here. You know what? Some of you can fit in here. Go. Someone can pass things through to the front there. So working with what you got. Yes. Oh, it's still terrible, but it's not as bad. Okay, why won't you go close to the wall? Why don't you want to go and touch the wall? It's really frustrating. What if I put this in here? And I take this and bring this back over here. I really want this over here. Just, yeah. Enough away from there. Far enough back, yes, okay. Fine, fine, fine. Put this right there. Okay, I'm into it, I'm into it, I'm into it. Gotta figure out tables. Nice corner seat. Sucks to have the bathroom seat. It's gonna be one of these things I'm way overthinking. Like, I just want it to be clear walkways for waiters and customers to get around, you know? Get a bin. Go food waste. Or should this clock be in here so customers can see? It's not super readable against there, but whatever. There we go. It's their first pizza of the restaurant. Congratulations. Oh my god. I'm going to stop my timer. Shh, go away. It has 12 seconds left, but we are so close. I might as well just finish it. Where am I putting this? Maybe along here? Go nice and in line. God, that would really be handy to have the coffee machine be next to the pastries if you're getting some to-go stuff. See if I can just close the gap here without it causing issues. And then I'm going to mask this hideous corner with a lovely plant. And yes, perfect. Maybe bring it out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a touch. Yeah, okay. We're definitely gonna need to move some of these tables around. It's so hard to walk around. Stove. Oof, it's a little cramped in this kitchen right now. But, you know, we're doing the best with what we have. Bellissimo. Olive oil, very important. Ten chairs? Jesus. That's so many chairs. There's so many chairs. It's the bikes all over again. Ah. Unpack 2 boxes. Okay, what have we got in these boxes? We're just gonna finish this up. Yes, this is what I needed. Something to help this back wall not feel so boring. Oh, hang on. Nah. Okay, I think this... Because, like, all this big shit is here, we need to move this clock up higher. Yes. No. Let's see. We need to see everything we have to work with before I go making decisions. What we got? Menu? Oh, that's everything? Okay. I don't know what, you know, currency this is, so I can't tell if this is too much or too little. Ask available. Ready for the pizza of your life? The Baracco special. Okay. Julio Giuseppe Pina Cosa. Antonetta. Flipperina. Okay. Pick this up. Just put this here, you know, if you're getting like a pizza to go. You can read that list there. I definitely want at least one of these over here. I'm feeling maybe a girl. And then I'm fine with putting both of you around here somewhere. That there. Do I like these staggered like that? Let me come out and see. Only all these chairs weren't blocking my way. God, I wish that we had a background for this clock. looks terrible. Okay, that looks also bad. I really want to be centered somewhere, you know? Go up a little bit higher. Oh my god, my tummy is rumbling. I got a big tea tonight, though. It'd be nice. I got scurly and potatoes. And sausages. Probably some other veggie in there somewhere. I like this. Feels a little bit randomly dispersed, but not too randomly. You're just gonna get this interior finished, and then I'm gonna call it. And I'm kind of sad that we don't have, you know, some little candles or bottles to put on the tables. I don't know why I'm trying to give myself more work, but c'est la vie. But this over a little bit. This over a little bit. You want to seat nice and close to the kitchen. You kind of gotta not have your back to the kitchen so you can be nice and nosy. Take this here a little bit. Okay, one of these is gonna have their back to the kitchen. Just because, like, this central one, if it has too many people around it, is gonna cause so many problems. We're always trying to be considerate of our customers and our staff and making their way around this space. Look at this! This is adorable! Once again, we gotta find out what's gonna be our thumbnail. So funny if I could, like, hang this vertically on the wall here. Gotta look at this pizza. Maybe I'll, like, edit in this pizza the same way I did the bicycle in my last thumbnail. Something. I'll figure out something as I go, but we've got lots of lovely moments where we've looked around here to see what I got set out. I want to shut the door. And next time we come in, we will decide which one of these two we're gonna do next. I really want to do the blue one, so I might do that next. Yes, blue or green. And then the episode after that, we'll finish the fourth one and see if we have enough time to clean up all the outsides entirely and see if anything's going up there. I wonder, is anything going up here? Yeah, we got more tables and things. I assume all these are going to go upstairs. Paint and finishes. So then we're going to be painting the outside? Hard to say. Hard to say. Alright, I'm going to leave it off there. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I just realized my mic gain's been up way high. I probably shouldn't mess with it now. Leave it there. I can edit my volume in post, whatever. Yeah, no, thank you so much for hanging out with me, listening to me ramble, and, you know, I hope you've enjoyed us putting together another place. Look forward to the next one. And, I'll see you all next time, I guess. Let's finish up the video with a nice view. You know, as usual, every week I'm wishing you well. I'm hoping you had a nice chill week and your weekend is gonna be full of fun, good times. God, it's a mess. Ah, there we go. Ignore the mess. Yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful time, having a wonderful life. Wish me luck for tomorrow, my first therapy session. I'm sure that I will talk to y'all about it next Friday. For now, this is the final time. Okay, we really are saying goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye.